producers up, please? Paul, Mark, Stephen, and Aaron.
As they come up, I was going to say, one reason I love this movie is because, Bruno, I know you're out there, right? Kindred spirits me and you, all right? Because I know your pain. I know the anxiousness, the nervousness, the drive, and what you do is amazing. So thank you for doing that, so that we have amazing Jesse. And Jesse, want to introduce you?
These are my lovely producers who've been through thick and thin with me. This is Aaron Yeager, Paul Irulo, the nephew of Bruno Irulo, my connection to the film, Mark Swanker, and Stephen Chandler Whitehead, who's also the DP of the film.
Okay, so I actually would like to, we're going to open this up to questions from everybody, but it's my festival, so I'm asking the first one. Where did this movie come from? How did you know the people to get it? Because you're going into a world. This is the beautiful thing about documentaries, is that, to me, the fashion world is very interesting, and it's really cool, but I'm not inside. And when you have a filmmaker that can show you the insides, and show you what's really, all that passion that goes into creating something like this, it's really great for the viewer to be able to see that. But how do you gain access? I mean, how did the whole thing come about?
Well, it was through Paul, whose uncle is Bruno. They had said that they thought it was a good story, and they were kind enough to bring me on and meet Bruno. And we went for one day to see his studio. I'd never been, I didn't know Bruno, to see if there was a story there. And we went in, and this was the first time that I had seen his studio. And as you guys know, I walked in and there was, neon green ceilings everywhere, and 300 plus garments hanging from the rafters, and just a kaleidoscope of colors. And then there was Bruno sitting up on the ledge, and looking all excited to see us. And he ran down and he greeted us, and he was so infused with a childlike excitement about what he was doing. And I think sometimes it's rare to see that in adults, because something happens sometimes where we lose that, unfortunately. And I think that maybe he had lost it at a certain point in his life, and this was him bringing that childlike excitement back in his life because he was doing something that he loved. And that's what I saw after spending the day with him and having him talk about his clothing and all his new garments. You couldn't get him to stop talking about it, and it was great. And also I met Susanna and a bunch of the people who were working with him, and I just thought it was an amazing place that he'd come to in his life, and I wanted to see where it was going to go. So
that's really cool, and that's, it's funny because he loves colors. You're not afraid of colors, right, Bruno? You want that in your life. I think that's just a part of your personality. So that's what makes watching this movie so much fun. I mean, all the levels of the movie, or even the music. You want to talk a bit about the music? Anything else kind of cool?
Yes, I love the music. I'm biased. We have Mark Holmes, somewhere in the audience here, that did the score. I think he did an absolutely fantastic job. He scored 15 original songs for the film, and they were all in sort of the 60s Hammond Groove sort of style. And I grew up watching my parents' sitcoms, like 60s sitcoms, and I love them, and I love the musical score, like the jazz-like inspired scores. And when I started editing this film, it just, I don't know, it seemed sort of like a sitcom. And, to me, even though it was a documentary, like just Susanna and Bruno, when they're in front of the camera, they have this beautiful ability to not notice the camera, which I thought was incredible.
They almost have a shtick going on. They really play off each other. That energy, I think, comes across very, very nicely in the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm going to ask to invite them up here in a second.
Absolutely.
So get ready. Yeah, no, it was beautiful. And so music to me, I think, really, I tried, both Mark and I thought that it was appropriate for their emotions and the relationship that they had. It was very lively and fun.
Do you want to go ahead and invite
Yeah,
her?
Susanna Benavides and Bernard Rose. Yeah, it took almost 2.5 years to make the editing process. Took about a year and a half, and we filmed on and off for about a year. Most of it concentrated a month before the show, but Jeff Besner, who's here, was a wonderful editor that I worked with. He was a fantastic person to work with. He's very talented, and he taught me a lot. He was so open to where the story was going to go, and if any of you in the audience has made a documentary film, it can be very overwhelming, the amount of material that you have, and you're trying to put together a story that, you could basically have 10 different stories, but you only have
That's right,
one
you have to
film.
find the story in it, right? I'm sure there's more than just one story to your story. But what do you think, Bruno? Did she capture your good side?
Oh yeah, well no, I wish I wore makeup. I swear to God, I just kind of do a movie, I can wear a lot of makeup. I'm getting used to being in front of the camera first though. And I like the film. At first I was afraid to watch it, but I think she sent me the film and it took me 2 weeks to actually help me there and look at it. But yeah, it came out very nice. I was happy.
Were there any other stories that you might want to share with me? Because I know what it takes to put on an event. And the event you put on was just enormous.
Talk
about your recent event.
I've been building up, yeah. Well, we did the last show suddenly becomes very small and almost, I don't want to say insignificant, but we just, it's Saturday night, probably one of the biggest fashion shows ever in history, definitely top 5. And it was 420-foot runway, 4 feet high, 8 feet wide, 6 feet models. It was a massive show over at the International Center. And about 3,500 people. It made us, yeah, the show was huge. 200 pieces of clothes was so much to make, and we showed 500 looks.
500.
Yeah.
Let's ask Susanna.
It's okay. I got a few more pieces for next show.
Let's ask Susanna. Is it still as crazy?
What she said was, I'm very happy you brought 500. Probably next show will be 600. Yeah, it was a long show. It was massive production. I think 15 transports of lighting and sound. And it just went on.
Did you give Susanna a raise?
Actually, you know what? She pays me. We have the privilege. No, actually, she. Good, say that again?
It's not complain.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it's on the record.
I think just from someone who's been voyeuristically staring at these people for a while, I would have to say that the friendship that these two have come to have is really admirable. I think it's a wonderful thing to find that in your life and have someone, both of you guys, depend on each other. So, yeah.
So I just wanted to thank, Sean, Renee, Paul, Susanna, Bruno, because, and Jess, she did such an amazing job. We need people like Bruno and Susanna to give us what they gave us on camera, we had this sort of film. And for Jess to find such a wonderful story, it just all came together very well. And I personally had a great time working on this. And thanks, Jess, for allowing me to.
Thank you.
One thing I'll add is what I find particularly fun about this story is how unself-conscious Bruno is on camera. It's extraordinarily rare to get an opportunity to do this kind of classic fly-on-the-wall documentary filmmaking with a subject that, he's as comfortable on camera as any actor would be on camera, but he's not experienced on camera. So it makes for a very raw, very legitimate experience when you get to enter that world.
I mean, I don't have much to say either. It's kind of nice to do verite cinema in its truest form. We really didn't set anything up. We didn't light anything. We just followed him for months and shot. We had several cameras going at once at any given time. We shot probably between 10 to 16 hours of footage a day, which, ended up being a lot of stuff to sort out. So,
Oh, yeah. I know that.
so it's refreshing to see. It was fun to be involved in.
I don't know what else I can say that's not already been said, but it's been a pleasure working with everybody, of course. My house has always been a character. well in the film. We're very proud of him. Jess has done an amazing job creating this beautiful film out of the footage that we took. Obviously, tons of footage, which has already been mentioned. So, big kudos to Jess for being a world-class editor. And thank you all.
Tristan Zarafa, who's in the audience, he did the animation for the film, and I think they were hilarious and very well poised for the characters.
Actually, I'd also like to say, Tristan, where are you, Tristan? And there we go. Tristan, he donated his time to this festival to do a special thank you that we did showed at opening night, a little trailer, and he even worked on the festival about 5 years ago. Didn't sleep for 3 days getting a spaceship built for us. That guy is not only talented, he's got a heart as big as his whole body. Thank you very much.
It's so great to have a Toronto premiere and have all the friends and family here. And I'm going to make the most selfless plug here. Shameless. Everyone has a little ballot that says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please rip up 5. This is 5. Because this is the beginning of our festival run and we can use all the support we can get. Thank you so much.
I really love it too. You support the festival. We have T-shirts. They're not as nice as what Bruno would do, but they're really right. They're really cool, and they would really help the festival because we get no funding from government or anything. So if you want to buy a T-shirt and support the festival, we really appreciate it. So we can keep showing awesome movies like Jesse's. Thank you.
And one more thing. I'm sorry, I'm such a talker. And we're having an after party at Riva, which is about 6 doors to the east. Please join us. We have drink tickets for you and food to thank you.
Thank you very much.